Hello all, welcome to this video series on blockchain. As part of this video, I'll explain what is blockchain. Blockchain is a shared, distributed and immutable ledger that records transactions and facilitates tracking of assets. Blockchain is managed using peer-to-peer nodes and hence it is highly decentralized. Now indeed, this is a very heavy definition of blockchain. Don't be worried, I'll explain this in the next slide. To be able to comprehend blockchain thoroughly, I would like you to visualize how we used our banking ecosystems. Most of us have banks. We have account in multiple banks. We have access to these banks through our credentials. We log in, we get access to our funds. We can transfer those funds to others. We can pay our bills. And that is how we have been using our banks, right? Banks, as you know, are governed by the central bank of each country. And also the currencies that these banks deal with, whether it is US dollars, pounds or others, are also managed by or governed by the central bank of each country, right? So typical the currencies that we deal with, the banks that we deal with, it's a very centralized system. The banks have a central server. We log in, we get access to funds, we can transfer. Banks knows all about us, right? So that's a very centralized system of managing currencies and accounts, right? Blockchain is not this way. Blockchain is highly decentralized. Let me explain blockchain in terms of Bitcoin. So a lot of people get confused with, they think Bitcoin and blockchain are same. No, they're not the same. Bitcoin is the first implementation of the blockchain technology. What that means is Bitcoin has been implemented using the blockchain technology, and it's a very decentralized system. So what that means is, if I am an account holder and I have some Bitcoin in my account, so I will have an account on a blockchain, on a Bitcoin network. I got some Bitcoins which are assigned to my account, right? I can log into my account and I can transfer the Bitcoin to other account holders which are also present on the blockchain, on the Bitcoin blockchain network. So that part is kind of similar. You have access to your account, you get access to your Bitcoins and you can transfer it. But what makes it difference is, when you access your account, when you access your Bitcoin account, you're not logging to a central server. No central agency, bank, government is controlling the blockchain network. It's a self-governed network. It is governed through the program, the code that is embedded in the network. So when I log into my blockchain network, when I log into my Bitcoin network, I can transfer the Bitcoins to someone else who also has the account on Bitcoin network, right? But once I perform a transaction on a Bitcoin network and I transfer some funds or Bitcoin to others, now this transaction is not getting recorded on a central server. Now this information, my account information, the transactions I have performed, all these transactions are not going on to central server. So this information is getting stored on different nodes of the network. So every node will have complete blockchain available on the node. What that means is, when I do a transaction on a Bitcoin network, the same transaction will get recorded in all the nodes across the whole network. So that is why Bitcoin, it's a bit slow, because once a transaction is recorded, it takes time to add that information, to add that block, to add that transaction in the block, and then add that block in the blockchain and write it throughout the blockchain network, so that the blockchain network remains consistent. So blockchain network is distributed. The information is not recorded on a single system, it is recorded across various nodes. So that is why it is decentralized. It is governed by the pre-programmed logic that is built into the network. Various account holders can transact among themselves. Also, one of the big change from a typical banking system is all account holders are anonymous. What that means is, typically when you go to a bank, your KYC will be done. Know your customer. They will ask for your ID, your physical address, and all that will be verified. But in a blockchain network, accounts are anonymous. What that means is, you have an address, you can log in, but your personal details, your name, your physical address, your telephone number, all that is not available. So blockchain, most of the blockchain networks, they have anonymous accounts. And also, data once recorded on a blockchain network cannot be changed. It's called immutable. Data is immutable. Once let's say if I log into my account, I transfer some Bitcoin to someone else. So this transaction will be recorded in the blockchain as part of a block, and it will be saved, and this information cannot be changed. So blockchain networks are immutable, they are decentralized, and there are no central agencies that govern the blockchain technology. So these are some of the salient features of the blockchain technology. I encourage you to look at the next video, which is a supply chain using blockchain. So that will further illustrate the power of blockchain technology and what are the various advantages of blockchain technology. Thanks for watching this video. I urge you to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you found it to be informative. Thank you.